And hi again, everybody. So we are finally back to camping. This will be our first trip of the year. We've tried several others, but they have not worked out well. Unfortunately, you just can't find campgrounds hardly anymore around here that are available, but got one for this weekend, so we're packed up and we're gonna head that direction, show you around.
I'm excited.
Yeah, Shanna's been antsy all week. So we'll show you the campground when we get there. I will point out one minor complaint about the park here. If you're coming into the park from the east, it's hard to tell which entrance is the correct entrance. Here's the first sign that you're entering the park. Right past that is this entrance, which appears to be the entrance to the park. It is not. Later in the week when we were hiking, we did see another truck pulling a fifth wheel pull in here, and they had to go back to the parking lot and navigate their way back around and out. You want to drive past that one to this next entrance and go in there. That's where you'll register and they'll guide you to where the campground actually is. Guide me around.
Okay, so where are we? Okay, there's check-in. She said to go out and go right.
Yeah, we have to go right and then a left.
No, I was just looking to see where we were supposed to go and paying attention to the people in front of us that had a trailer.
I had that covered.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, this is tight through here for two campers. Like if you had fifth wheels coming in or something.
Yep.
And this is why I chose not to do a dually.
Yep.
Is this the turn? Oh, there's the Dollar General. Enough to do that.
At least the gate's slow, so you got plenty of time. Man, if you had a wide camper and car.
Once again, this is why I decided against a dually. Everything becomes a little bit tighter.
What?
Campsite 24. In, I think, Loop C. Yeah, I would not want to dually in a fifth wheel here. You following along on the map with the campsite numbers?
Not really.
When we get to them. So there's the host. The host with most. Well, that other side, I don't know if that was this one.
Oh, okay. Maybe it wasn't. Okay. There's playground. You want me to get out and help you?
I'm gonna get out too. Just gonna go look at things.
Let's look and see how level it is, because we might have to adjust around.
Okay. Where's the level?
It's out there.
You're on level duty.
Oh, did we not leave? We left level at home. You took it out to use it for...
I know, and I put it right by the front door. And I said everything we need is by the front door.
I didn't grab it.
I'll have to use my phone on the level on my phone. It's a bloodbath, folks.
We're gonna end up having to do a latch or something on this thing.
I thought there was a latch on it.
No. And it was shut all the way. Hopefully the meat didn't ruin. We may have food tonight.
Another learning experience.
Well, your eggs didn't crack. I can't tell if that's broken or not. That's definitely shut up. Can you grab the water?
Yep.
That's all loose. So I'm not sure why it came open, but it did.
Well, I thought there was a latch on it. Normally there is.
Nope, it's never latched.
So that is a definite negative on the fridge.
Uh-huh.
So I'll rig something up.
Well, we must have been on bumpy
yeah.
roads,
The super country roads.
because we took it out last time and it didn't do this.
Okay. Something working once doesn't mean it's always going to work. We'll adapt. Adapt and overcome, Shanna.
Let me throw these hammers up here. That's the ones that were super
Let's
out.
go get leveled. Get power hooked up. Get water hooked up, and then you can organize the fridge.
Well, we want these in somewhere.
Well, the can and the waters don't matter.
Well, it does when we're moving the camper all around.
If all we're doing is leveling it, it doesn't matter.
Hello. That's them?
Yes, please.
My car needs a brake.
Yes, it does. Well, we about got the site set up, or at least level and hooked up, have water, power, all that. But now Shanna has to go through and figure out the refrigerator fiasco that happened. So I didn't realize this thing didn't have like a hard latch for the fridge, and apparently we hit bumpy enough roads on the way here that half our food was on the floor when we got here.
Everywhere. Nothing totally broke though. It just cracked the lid of my hot sauce, and that's why we have hot sauce everywhere.
So Shanna will overcome.
I guess we need camper keys. They're in my pocket. It's done. go. Can you give me a paper towel? Because the lid's broken. It's very messy now. It just spills out the lid now. Oh, now I need another one. This has became very messy.
Now to see if I can get back up the slippery slope. No risk, no reward, Shanna. The people of YouTube demand it. Well, we got settled in last night, had dinner, nice calm evening around the campsite there, but got up this morning, decided to go for a little hike. So, update, we are at High Falls State Park, which is just south of Atlanta, Georgia. Really nice park so far. They got about 4 miles of hiking trails, and as you've seen already, a little bit of waterfalls, and then there's some big waterfalls up at the front. So we're kind of heading that direction. We'll see how good of shots we can get. Quick trail update. Looks like we're almost back to the campground, so the turn we were supposed to make on the trails to get to the falls, we missed. So we'll have to probably just go into town, and then later on we'll park up there by the falls and show that, because there were some more trails up by that. This was a 2.5 mile loop, and then there was another mile and a half up that way.
I think it was about 4 miles total if you did all of it.
Yep, so we'll just circle by that later. And confirmation that we missed our other turn, so we're back to the campground.
So we just circled all the way around. We should have probably took that bridge.
Yep.
Across. Oh well. We'll go get us something to eat now.
Yep. Going to Jackson. Well, we just headed in the town of Jackson. Got to go down to the town square, walk around, check out the shops, do all that. But while we were on the way, I checked my email, and our entire plan just got a wrench thrown into them. I ordered my truck into February, and they said 6 to 9 months. So we kind of had our game plan to make it 6 months with this Tahoe pulling the camper, and then how we're going to move stuff around. The house goes on the market in June, so we figured that works out. If the truck gets here August or after, house will be sold. We know where money's at, all good. So I just got my email. The truck is scheduled to be in production May 8th. So then it's production, shipping, but we're probably looking at getting the truck in June or July. Probably mid-June, I'd guess. So that means the house won't be sold yet, so I won't be putting, I was hoping to put half or maybe all of and pay cash for the truck, depending on what we made on the house. But so now I'm gonna have to rethink that, do minimal down payment, and then either pay it off or refinance after the house is sold. And we were supposed to leave this weekend to take my Jeep up to Indiana. So we were gonna store it there because we couldn't take the Tahoe. Long term, we'll probably leave the Tahoe up there, but we needed it for towing. Well, now we're not gonna need that for towing when the house sells. So instead of having this for towing, we could take this to Indy now, keep the Jeep here, problem with that is we towed here no problem, but then this morning when we went to town, the oil pressure was dropping. So this thing normally runs 40 to 60.
Yeah.
Now it's running about 25 to 40. So I guess I'll go home do an oil change tomorrow. Hopefully new oil and filter pops it back where it's supposed to be, but if the oil pressure stays low, then we got a question, do we want to drive it to Indy that way? Put 600 miles on it with low oil pressure.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one.
But the Jeep was supposed to have a tune-up by now too, which I've still got to get done this week if we take it. But I had a work trip that came up and I spent last week in New Jersey, so I'm behind on that even. So now
We got a lot of decisions to figure out.
Shanna's laid back. Now I'm all tummy and knots nervous because I'm the stressful one.
Yes.
I'm the worrier. But
I'm the one that says, it'll be all right, we'll figure it out.
Yep, so we're going to go into town here. We'll show you downtown Jackson, and we're going to walk around and have some conversations about how the heck we're going to pull all this off. As you can see, we're back at the park. Had a good time in Jackson. One of the awesome things to do if you're in Georgia is just drive around and find some of these small towns where all these different shows were filmed. There's quite a few of them. Right around here is Jackson and Covington, which had numerous shows filmed around here. So that was kind of neat, but we're back at the park and on our way up to see if we can actually find the falls this time. And then we'll go from there. Along the way, we're game planning how to get all of our vehicles 600 miles away in a short period of time. So we'll keep on hiking. Well, we woke up Sunday morning, it's time to pack up and get out of here, but of course it's been monsoon raining since about 6 p.m. last night. The weather said it was going to rain from about midnight to about 9-10 a.m. It started raining at 6 and it looks like it's going to be pouring for hours. So here in a minute we're going to have to go out here and just get everything unhooked. We packed everything up yesterday at least before it rained, but we just got water power to unhook. But we got to get that done to get on the road.
The only one out there. Oh, and I know what fell and shook the whole camper, and I left it there because I want you to see it.
Okay.
It's raining.
You have to explain what happened?
Oh, what, last night?
Yeah.
Was that, or this morning?
Yeah.
It was, our whole camper shook, and we didn't know why, and That is the reason why.
Well, all hooked up and ready to go. Well, our plan was to sit down and kind of give our review of the campground this morning before we left, but can't sit outside and do it, and it's pouring down rain. You can probably barely hear in here. So I might just kind of put some notes in the description below of some high points of the place and a couple things to think about if you're going to get a spot here. But other than that, appreciate you watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.